He is still battling for consistency. Pitched in 11 games.
And Palacios from left to right in the outfield. Jordan Groshans out. They have been making their way into this ballpark since the ball. Swinging a drive into center field, and this is trouble. It's going to get down and go.
And that's one thing when you fall behind 1-0.
He swings and fouls it off at home plate. Very limited at bats for the Yankees. 4 doubles, a triple. There's an inside strike right on the corner, and how much of that? There's a high fly ball to left field. Gurriel back at the side of the infield. Greg Bird, the first baseman, alone on the right side, and there's a first pitch strike.
The runner on third, less than 2 outs against a right.
They have a lot of youngsters in this lineup. He fouls this one out of play down the right side.
Throw.
Fly ball in the air, not that deep. And that airmails everything as Newman comes in to score. Two Blue Jay fans as a Boston Red Sox player. He's with the Pirates. He gets jammed on an inside fastball. Popped up behind home. He's got room, and that'll end the inning. But Pittsburgh, the left-hander for Pittsburgh.
29-year-old left-hander spent a couple of seasons
early in the season, and then, as we have seen throughout his career, just kind of check swing, little looper, and that's a base hit. Fair ball.
It was very successful at times trying to sit.
He had 27 home runs a year ago, and we have talked about it, hip labrum, and he said he never had a chance to really get his strength. That ball is high and deep to left. Gurriel for the season at 276, and boy, oh boy, he had up one of the Blue Jays' best hitters the last 3-4 months of the season.
Made a little bit of an
2 pitch. Breaking ball pulled to third. 2 hops. Throw to second for 1. Of course, he's from Mexico, and he had a...
There's no question about that. I think the bigger thing for him and any young players, he needs to play.
Big league career. Checks his swing, lays off that inside pitch. 4 of those home runs. Off the end of the bat, little off-speed pitch he was out in front of. Swinging and drive. Get up, ball. Get out of here. And
hit, and that is the difference with a hitter that's not afraid to see the ball, let it travel, but his knowledge of the strike zone is pretty good and pitch the at-bat. But if you work the count and eventually get something you like.
Here's Danny Jansen, the catcher. He takes a breaking ball in there for a strike. Dealt with a couple of different stints on the injured list. There's strike 2 on the inside corner with the disappointment with the bat. He goes around, chases 1, and that'll do it for the Blue Jays. But he went an inning. You see in 13 games last year. He had an injury-plagued season once again, and unfortunately that has been his history. Last year where he simply dominated that powerful Yankee team. This is an opposite field fly ball deep, and Rodolfo Castro mentioned there. 30 inside, good fastball, but off the plate, a ball on the strike. And as we mentioned, that's been an unfortunate part of his history. And there's that great changeup, Joe. That's such a neutral.
But to have a secondary pitch to go with it.
Boy, he makes quick work of Castro.
There's the high heater. Look at the target by Danny Jansen. It's up and out over a little. Get the barrel to it.
There's a good fastball for strike 1, and very smooth. And boy, he kind of wind up. There's a good breaking ball in there for strike 2, and it's a good start for Jude.
Why you sequence pitches that way?
He got jammed, and Chapman his first chance and bounces it across.
Helm and AJ Hinch.
Here is Greg Bird, the first base in the first game down in Sarasota against the Orioles, and came up in the stretch for New York. Fly ball, not that deep. Jared
Be a nice left-handed one to have fill in.
There's a breaking ball in there. Groshans had a relatively healthy season a year ago.
We can get into that role, and that's exactly what Jordan's hoping. The point he got to now.
And chase that off-speed pitch. A lot of upside to his offense. Chases that pitch off the plate, swings in. He is Japanese, but was actually born in California. There's a youngster there. This is popped up right side of the infield. Second baseman So I'll say that last year in 29 games with the Blue Jays. But
one thing I want to take away, I need to be on the plate more. And part of that might even mean his catcher. Sometimes those pitchers will try to hit the outside corner. And
next year, getting the catchers more behind the middle of the plate. And there's a good off-speed pitch down and away. I guess the swing.
He'll be a highlight reel if you start seeing him fielding bunts or slow rollers.
Groshen's ran into Larry Boa. And Boa, of course, long time. And then Boa would continue the conversation saying, you know who Chapman?
He's got the strongest arm.
There's a breaking ball on the outside corner. Good pitch by Saucedo. And scored the Pirate run back in the first. Started this game. There's another good pitch. You know what he's got right now, Joe? He's got a good cut on and foul tip. Danny Jansen. This is Chavez Young in the Bahamas. Big swing and a miss. He and Bo Bichette became very good version of Chavez Young you can be. Fouls that ball off. He played winter ball in Pittsburgh. Bouncing ball to the right side. First baseman Chavez comes after it. An base hit, dropped it just inside the right field. Big breaking ball in there for a strike. There's another base hit for Randall. Stays inside that baseball and hit.
It's a good thing, and I think it's an especially good thing for Randall.
Here's Matt Chapman, and he swings and hits one deep to left field, and welcome to the Blue Jays. What an addition.
To be strong throughout your body to anchor that back hip.
And there's another first pitch hit for the Blue Jays.
Of an off-speed pitch in his first at-bat. Maybe he was going up.
Boy, he is so polished, like a veteran hitter.
Forget sometimes the ages of these.
Takes a good rip at that high fastball and fouls it into the lead the Pirates. There's a drive to the alley in right field, and this ball is going to be off the wall. Gurriel's set right here in this situation.
Well, I liked the take right there because he's not chasing.
There's a fly ball to left field, not that deep. Gurriel is tough.
Excellent situational hitting.
It's a run.
You got to be perfect.
Yep. 3-0 count. It's all about hitting in the spring, and he's taking and takes his strike. It's 3-1. Cut on and missed. A good pitch on the inside part of the. Another swing and a miss, and that'll do it. The Blue Jays.
All sinking action that he gets on his fastball.
Cashed in Kevin Newman from third base. He takes a breaking ball for a strike. Biagini's rookie season in 2016, he went 4-3.
All a process.
Good cut on a high fastball. It's 1-2. Charlie. Cut on and miss. Perez swings and misses a fastball. A strike. There goes the runner. Pitch inside. Good throw from Jansen. Right on the.
In full effect. You'll see a lot of players slide in and work that hand. The point is, you have no chance when the throw's on the wrong side of the bag.
There's a high pop-up in this cloudless sky. And that's why Blue Jays haven't been able to swing a big deal. They want to hold on to those guys. Groshans goes out of building up the depth. And when you do that, you know, teams look big leagues and Bichette in the big leagues and Guerrero in the big leagues. Let's look down to the today. Ravis Martinez is scheduled to get into this game. Leo Jimenez as well. It's going 1-2 pitch to Gateau, slapped on the ground to third. Long throw. Chavez Young. See what he did at Double-A New Hampshire. Director, he wants everybody involved.
And I think the critical part of that, Buck, is where do we go every morning?
3-2 pitch ripped into right field off the bat of Chavez Young. Start to think, well, how much value can that really give you? And I
can't get that same feel. It just feels like two separate entities.
Grichuk hits a high fly ball to